I'm gonna press the button. Yay.
You do that.
We are 3 episodes
press it real
in.
good.
We
What?
are half an hour late.
What level is everyone?
1.
Yeah.
Still.
I think.
Yeah.
Unless
And
something
we're-
happened that I'm
and
not
we're
aware of.
And we're skint.
You'd better be level 15 by the end of this, Andrew, or you're getting the drill.
End of this campaign or session?
This session... No, right
Oh.
now. Make us level 15 now.
Then the entire recording is us all leveling up 14 levels.
And then
That
something
sounds
happens that
exhilarating.
levels you down.
I mean, I'd be able to just step out the booth because I'd just be like, right, via cast plane shift, bye.
True. Alright, well, I guess roll up
Mission
new
accomplished.
characters.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, I have backup characters, so...
Ironically, Lawrence's character is one of the few who would just continue what they were doing. Anyways,
You'd make a beeline to water deep and get ganked repeatedly by Silgar.
yeah, he'd still get destroyed by Silgar, but you'd at least have a
15th
slightly
level
better
fighter.
chance.
15th level fighter, 20 odd level wizard.
20 and change.
I'd eventually get enough XP to destroy him.
I'm glad you think that.
Oh, since you're a
I don't.
revenant, you could do the whole Doctor Strange. I have come to bargain, dies. I've come to bargain, dies. Eventually, he'll get the XP.
So, wait a minute. No, if that happens, that I come to bargain, that means that he's giving XP to Silgar.
I'm back.
Not if he starts with him going, "You give me this," and dies.
That still sounds like Silgar's winning that encounter.
True.
So all you're doing is making Silgar more powerful. Anyways, what happened last time? Because I can't remember.
We
Very
defeated the
dangerous-
enemies
Yep.
and someone died to the sewage.
Oh yeah, he's still
Yeah.
technically dead. Yeah.
We fought an Ot Yug that was nearly a full power Ot Yug.
Nah, we're
Fel-
weaker. Trust me.
And when we
Felix
came
destroyed
back,
the pub that we were
No,
staying
he
in.
didn't.
when we came back, the pub was destroyed and all the money is gone.
Oh, we got the money. It was just very little.
Yeah,
Well, it was like, what was it, 3 copper?
I think something like that each.
Yeah, it was three per person, I think.
And then someone found a really shiny book.
Yeah, I'm gonna go away and read that book. Have fun, guys.
Murder the Gnomes can read.
Definitely.
Wow.
Bit harsh.
He's a devout
What
cleric.
was the book? It doesn't necessarily mean that you can read. I mean, it's more likely that you can, but...
Is this the whole, it's the Bible, you get credit for trying?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
I'm
where you're
gonna-
going from?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's more of a, just
Someone
because
pick that up.
you're smart, just because you can talk doesn't mean you're smart.
True.
As well, yeah.
I have
Nice one,
proven
Qui-Gon.
that.
That seems like a movie quote.
Done.
What isn't a movie quote?
Yeah, now
Um,
that
I mean,
Murdatha knows that everyone looks down on him and doesn't think he can read, he's definitely gonna like go and sit somewhere by himself to find a hidden place to read this book for
Okay,
a while.
one person said that, everyone else was just like, yeah.
Also, that wasn't in character.
Yeah, sure it wasn't.
As if Newt would say something like that. He's way too nice.
Murdertha, you will be followed by a small McCatten.
A small what?
The Catten. The adopted child.
You're being followed by the cat person.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because they have taken a liking to you. The whole not drowning in poo water thing.
That is fine. Let me tell you the greatness of my God, and I will proceed to sermonize it.
They, however, don't actually know how to read.
I will use my reading of the book as a chance to teach them how to read.
Excellent. See? What a good role model.
And I'm going to spend the next, 80 hours, reading this book.
How long are we
Seems a bit long.
what are we doing?
I mean, that's...
I'm reading a book for 80 hours that I discovered.
Okay.
Where were we beforehand, and what were we doing? Because otherwise, I
mean,
would probably also.
We'd come
I
back.
mean,
We'd come back off of the shit job of killing that Oityug in the sewer, which is cleared out the town. Came back to the tavern that we were staying
Lawrence
in for
died.
payment. Lawrence died in the sewage, but he's a revenant. He comes back.
Oh, yeah,
and then
we
we
were
found
looking
that
for-
the tavern was destroyed, and we got 3 copper out of a bag that the tavern keeper had, and that's where we're at.
Lumen is off trying to find where the body of our.
We already did that.
Oh, did you find that already?
Found it, yeah.
Didn't Lumen buried him, and then Manji came back, and
Oh, okay.
because Lumen went to get his stuff.
Sorry, I must have missed that because I was too busy being interested in my book. Which I'm
Are we
gonna
all
read for
just
80
okay.
hours.
doing random stuff
I think I
to
was
pass
there.
the time?
I would think I was there for the collection of the body, so I wouldn't be following you with the book.
I mean, realistically, I imagine in X amount of hours when Manji comes back, he'd be like, okay, is everyone done? I've got to go kill someone?
Wait, while we were waiting, could I look for any old bookshops?
Sure.
Did I find any during that time?
Yeah?
I mean, we've been to a library.
Yeah, but books to buy, though.
Ah.
What particular genres did I find in the old bookshop?
Pretty much most genres. Obviously there'd be some that are much rarer, but most of the bookshops you find will have at least 1 or 2 books on most subjects.
How much were the fairy tale books?
Oh, they're super cheap. Yeah, you could.
Oh, how much?
Depending on if you want to just one of the little ones, copper, a silver for one of the the big chunky ones that's full of stories.
I'll take 3 different ones for 1 copper each, if possible.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Okay, and that's all my money spent. Thank you very much. I'll go back to the party now.
Excellent. I absolutely love the meme that I saw yesterday, which was party gets given 50 gold. Drinks on me! Next panel. 50 gold to pass this bridge. Sometimes the DM tries to give you what you need, but anywho, I know what Joseph's doing. I can see him fucking off.
Now, when you
Newt would
say
have just
that,
gone to the basically to the leftover place of the the rubble of the inn and wait there because he doesn't know what to do.
Manji, you're actually going to see something special when you recombobulate.
Okay.
You recombobulate in your house.
Interesting.
In specifically because there's now a frame up.
They're ruining my house.
No, they're building it or rebuilding it.
Ruining.
The people that Joseph's character went to see and talked to in the church area agreed that you had a horrible situation and a bunch of people volunteered to try and start rebuilding your house.
Ruining.
I have the feeling he doesn't want his house rebuilt.
He didn't want it destroyed. He doesn't want it rebuilt.
He can't decide what he wants.
Yeah, I just want the house left the way it is. It's perfect.
I mean, if you say that to them, they'll stop trying to help you. They're not going to force it on you.
No, just do it so people stop bothering me about it.
No one's bothering you, sir. We just heard that your house had been struck by lightning and we're homeless now, so we wanted to help.
There are several people that bother me, don't worry.
Well, we're gonna go on a lunch break, and you can decide later if you want me to continue.
You can continue.
Oh, charity work. It's great. I would imagine, James, that you would have probably went with Joseph.
Yeah,
Because
I've literally just noticed with where Joe's went.
yeah, well,
I was just gonna
we
say,
know where he went.
Via remembers that Manji was wanting Via to try and fly up to something, so she's gonna fly up to see what he might have meant, and then sees that. So yeah, she'll probably go there.
Plus,
I was thinking of doing something else, but I thought, nah, that's not gonna fly.
I almost said Lumiere. So yeah, Lumiere would have told everyone that you wanted to visit there.
I mean, if you asked people to come along, I would go along. But if you just fucked off, then I'll just, yeah,
It depends.
wait.
Joseph.
I mean, yeah,
Would-
that's why
Lumen
that's
have-
why I'm saying Via's. That's why I'm saying Via's flying there, because she's just flew up and seeing it and then going, don't remember that being there before. Flap, 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 flies towards it.
Did
Tired
Lumen just
from the fight. Yeah, if you did he just fuck off?
yeah did he go and take the body to the church and then fuck off to the tower, or did he return to the tavern first, knowing everyone else would probably be there?
Joseph.
That's some
Cool.
great input, Joseph. Yeah. And then what?
My mouth's not working. So yeah, I've just been very quiet that whole time, presumably.
You've been silent, in fact.
Ah, that makes sense because
Not a
my
word.
mic wasn't working. But yes, I've just been getting it to work this whole time. So yeah, I would have dropped the body off at the temple, and then I would have come back to the party and said, "Hey, I need to try and get into this tower. Dad once said so. Can you help me?"
If you point
Yep.
at it and it's in the sky, Via would just be like, well, I can fly, so that
Sure,
may help.
I do not possess the capacity to fly.
It's like there's a lot of towers. Could you be more specific? It's the
That
one
one,
not
the one that's
attached to the
floating.
ground. Oh, that is
The one
specific.
that float.
There are some islands that are also flying.
Shit,
Do you mean a
you're
tower
not
on one of them?
wrong.
I mean,
But they're not
initially,
towers, so
initially, that's what I thought Manji
it's
was
like-
talking about.
But it's
Initially,
I don't know.
that's what I
you
thought
could-
Manji was talking about, and I was like, yeah, sure.
I don't know. This back part here kind of looks like a tower attached to the castle. Could be either, to be quite frank.
So yes, who would want to
I
go
was,
along with
I
him?
was talking about this tower up here.
But yeah,
Okay.
I would be
Evidently,
like,
both
hey.
me and Via got that wrong.
Also, I did do things. I did say things to Bertha, but obviously, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said
Reading. Sorry, teaching Felix how to read.
uh-huh.
Via's okay. I'm sure this is just a bit, but Via's owl eyes is like, is that a person there?
Yeah,
couldn't
actually you
what
can
interaction
see
is
that when you're flying towards the tower, and it's weird. It almost looks the same size as Lumen. It's probably just a coincidence, though.
Did you finally notice the tiny little?
I was just gonna do a funny bit and just say Krishna's tired from the fight. She kind of just like balls out of the sky, like glides down, but then clumsily like stumbles, and then just black feathers go over her. She just just into the ground. Oh bloody hell!
Actually,
You okay?
as
Moon would
Yeah.
waddle over and help you out.
as you
Like,
report
Thanks.
approaching by flight, you would actually notice something. You do feel like you're getting heavier the closer you get to the tower.
Okay, so my funny bit actually meant something.
Yeah.
Sure, 'cause
We'll
I
turn
said-
Lumen. Turn
I
Lumen.
sent Bet up there a couple times, but Bet could never get there.
He keeps
Yeah,
he gets so far and then just like plummets to the ground.
Okay,
Sure.
that leads me to think it might be warded against just anyone flying up there. For a second there, I thought it was because I'm, not from around here.
It's one of
Must
them
be what they
racism
might-
gravity things.
It must be warded.
Must be. Wow, that. Just the concept of racist gravity, really. It was just like,
Racist wards.
I genuinely
Race
feel like the
grav-
Drow have something that's like that. They have
Oh,
to.
I would not be
I'm sure
surprised.
yeah, but
Would
it's
it be
just like
racist gravity or planist gravity?
Oh, it's hard to tell with them.
The astral elves must surely have something like that.
racist.
No, you are not. No, you are not getting on our planet. Bugger off. We built a crystal sphere around our planet, so you can't get in.
Goddamn race.
But
Bloody astral
Gravity.
elves.
you do obviously notice that there is a building underneath the tower.
But yeah, I would approach the building and be like, I guess, does it look like the building is a publicly accessible building, or does it look private?
It doesn't look like public in the sense of like a shop you can walk into, but it doesn't look like you see any signs saying keep out, no access. But you do
In which
notice
case-
that the building does look different from all the ones around it. It looks like
I'll
much newer and a very different architecture style.
give a little knock on the door.
Is there anything outside that denotes what the purpose of the building might be?
It's besides like obviously looking different. There's no like
To-
signs or anything.
To me, it
Yeah.
looks exactly like the DM throwing us a bone. that is what this building looks like.
I mean, but partially true, but also it is different for a specific reason.
So yeah,
After a minute or two, you hear a scrambling, and then the door click, 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 click unlocks, and then it opens and like, hello?
hello. How get into tower? The floaty one above you.
More tourists. And then you see the door slowly start closing.
No, my dad needs me to get up there for magic reasons.
Also puts talons on the door. Also not a tourist, more asylum seeker, perhaps. Would be more
I'm out
appropriate.
there.
No,
No, wait, I'm dead. Sorry.
no, you're not dead. You're in your house currently.
You're on the other side of town.
Yeah.
That was a quick respawn, considering. It's
Oh,
supposed
his
to take
respawn
24
is incredibly plot convenient.
hours. Oh, right. It's whenever I say. Got
It's
it.
every
I mean, in
24
fairness,
hours or when I see it.
Got it. But yeah, it's just I'm here to learn more about magic, and I was informed the tower could help me. Do you know if like I could book to get up there, or there's there's a special system, or like there's some requirement I need to fulfill before I can get up there? Like gotta be a
no one's really allowed up there. Like, obviously you can.
Well, who is?
Well, I mean, like me, but that's mainly because I'm like the janitor, sort of, the equivalent of that.
Nice to meet you. That's a very respectable job.
Joseph, what was Good Dad's name?
The
You
Senate.
can't, you can't ask me that, Andrew.
But it's relevant.
That's illegal.
Isn't Good Dad one of your old characters?
I know, that's why it's even more evil. Um, God, I can't remember.
Where are you from?
Pax,
Wasn't
or-
it Balthazar or something?
Is it this guy? Is it you?
Isn't it Concord Pax?
Yes, I think
It
that is
was Concord Pax. How the fuck do you remember this?
because he has a memory.
God, I wish I had one of those.
Same. Okay, good. I'll be using that in a minute. So where are you from? They look out again and see like just essentially two kids.
Well, my
3 kids.
dad,
True.
my dad found me in Neverwinter. Well, I could be from anywhere.
You mean Brinchender?
Sorry, no, Brinchender, yeah. I mean Brinchender. I mean 10 Towns. I was found, like, in 10 Towns, but, like, I could be from anywhere, technically, I guess. But, like, 10 Towns.
Okay. Look, if you don't mind waiting for a bit, I do know someone who lives in 10 Towns in. Oh, I don't remember where they're from. It's like we've got contact, but I think it's like the big one. What's the big one?
Brinchender?
Maybe it might be. I don't know. It's whatever
That's the
whatever the
That's
biggest one
the
up
biggest
there
town
is.
That's the biggest town that's left standing after, like, all those horrible events that occurred. Those are terrifying.
What horrible events?
Oh, like, you know, the cities going, like, the towns going missing, and, like, the giant kaiju robot that showed up at one point.
Huh?
that one
I would have
city-
thought he would have
Via-
contacted and let me know about that.
I don't think
Who?
Via would have heard about any of that either, so her eyes are just widening at you like, what?
Who is this?
Where are we
contact?
going?
Oh
Where
well,
are you trying to go?
we
Oh, that's where I come from.
and it's actually quite close to here, which is terrifying. Well,
Yeah,
relatively
true.
close. That's why this person's so shocked at hearing this news.
But yeah, just like, so yeah, what's the who's your contact?
That would be.
Because like a lot of people died recently in a lot of the towns.
Oh.
So it makes sense if they were like brutally murdered by something.
Well, that would be Lord Pax. He is basically well, besides obviously Dad, but he's kind of an outlier. We haven't heard from him in like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, that's because he's like a ghost right next to me right now.
Wait, who is Dad?
Yeah, Dad, but also Concord.
Wait, so they both died?
Well, Concord is Dad. So one person
Joseph,
died.
I will remind you.
I know,
Okay, good.
I know
Just
the-
making
the
sure.
polar bear's name is
Yeah.
Dad,
Like,
and he is also my dad. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
Dad didn't die, but Concord Dad did die, and other Dad also died.
At this point, they will actually like slightly open the door and be like, "Yeah, there's no way that Lord Pax died." When they actually open the door finally and look out at you, they do notice something hanging on your hip, and they're like, "Whoa, where'd you get that?"
Oh, Concord Dad.
And can you use it?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. I'm not as good as Concord Dad was, but I could use it.
Come inside for a moment.
Okay, waddles inside.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Also, these are my
All of us?
friends.
Yeah.
Via.
He seemingly doesn't seem to care about you being there as much now.
Via and Newt, and also Bates.
Yep. Yes, he looks like a good boy.
Also, there's like a cat person, and a kobold named Murdertha,
What? Where?
and oh no, they're like not here. Yeah, they're like somewhere else. There's a guy who died earlier today, but you know, I'm sure he'll be like back in a bit. And Samuel, who has like a sheep head.
How
That's
is your
most
name?
of what I know about him. Oh, Samla. Sorry.
How is your name? I say.
You're here?
Yeah, that's great. I totally have headcanon that as you've just appeared.
Yeah.
Via the corner of a room, though, not through the door.
Yeah, he was more or less in the room already when everyone else went in. Like, what?
Like, yeah, he just...
You notice the wind blowing the curtains through the open window?
It's like... Yeah, he... I guess he just, like, stalked us all the way here without telling anyone. Neat. So yeah, those are some of the friends we've made along the way. They're all really good people.
Alright.
Murdertha doesn't like gnomes very much, but other than that, you know, I haven't like heard much bad about any of them. And Manji seems to like want to murder a lot of people, but like says he wants to like murder evil people, so that's better, I guess.
He also seems to want to specifically go after powerful evil people. Sounds like he's got a death wish, if you ask me. Good
Yeah,
thing he
really
gets back up again.
He really wants to kill a fish. And I don't think that's super hard, personally. Like, I just fishing rod, right?
The specific one he's talking about, yes.
Okay, so once everyone's in, they'll shut the door and like just reflexively just lock it all up, and then remember you're there and like, oh, fuck, I'll undo it later. Okay, now show me you using that.
Okay. Takes it off hip, ignites it.
They look very shocked that you ignite it.
I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? Like, it's very dangerous.
Like, well, yes, that's why I asked you to come inside. You might scare people outside.
You want me to like swing it around a bit?
Not really. I
Okay.
like my things.
That's true. I like your things too, but I wouldn't want to damage them. I'll then turn it off and put it back on my waist.
That's strange, but it does lead credence to your claim that the spirit could be with you, or at least blessing you, because
Ghost Dad's right there, and so is other Ghost Dad.
well, that
Dad isn't with me though. He's back in Brinchander. His Dad.
okay, who is still alive?
Dad. Who's Dad?
Dad the bear?
Dad the bear, who is also my dad.
Okay,
Dad.
got it.
Concord Dad is dead.
Wait, your dad is a bear?
Well, yeah, one of my dads is a bear.
Is that
Okay.
was that said in character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is that not common around these parts?
I don't know. I thought you looked similar to your dad's.
Well, I'm adopted by my dads. They found me in the snow.
Oh, so you weren't made by your dad's. Okay.
No.
At least,
Well, to be
unless
fair, I
you
don't look
you
like my
mean
dad.
metaphorically made.
What if
No, what? How can you be metaphorically made?
Because they're making him into the man he is.
They teach me stuff.
What if it's like a reverse adoption twist? He starts off thinking he's adopted, but then later the bears are like, listen, you're not adopted. We actually did birth you. We hid it from you because we have no fucking idea how this was even possible. You're a freak.
Now that would be a massive.
You're a very
twist.
mutated bear.
You're
A
an
weird naked bear.
as it
It came out, we were like,
transpires,
what the fuck have we created?
as it
what-
transpires, you're and then Barry in the other campaign I'm in, who is just a bear, born by totally normal people.
Yeah. Any
Oh.
You're just the most disfigured, bald, ugly bear ever.
Just a very weird bear. But yeah, no, I'm adopted by my 3 dads. 2 of them are dead now.
Okay, that's a lot. I mean, what you told me about what apparently has happened up north was a lot to take in. Then the rest of that, quite a lot to take in.
Oh yeah, we were constantly fearing that we would die horribly. Me and Dad.
So you're saying he died up there, and then has asked you to come here?
Yeah, Concord said, "Come here."
Actually,
Concord,
I
what
sup-
do I tell this guy? And then I look up to good Dad.
at the pretty much exact same moment, the person you've just met, who had, luckily for them, they got interrupted by everyone talking before they could give their name to the definitely not a fair. So you don't know their name yet. At almost the same time, they and Dad say, maybe he wanted you to come here to finish the ritual. And Dad says, yeah, I wanted you to come here so you could attune properly to the blade.
Oh, Dad says he wants me to attune properly to this. That's what Dad says.
God, then I actually will. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's probably gonna take us a little bit of time. Not that long, just a little bit of time. I've been too lazy to finish fixing the teleportation circle.
Okay.
I can get it fixed up. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up. So what do you know about the blade?
Just sort of what like Dad's told me, and like it's very useful for cutting things.
He has like an annoyed look on his face and is like, let me guess, he hasn't told you any of the deeper information or secret lore because it's better for you to learn it by yourself.
Oh yeah, that is exactly what he said. Dad 2 disagreed, but Dad 1 was like, no, this is the way.
So yes, what you have is actually quite rare these days. They didn't used to be as rare, but so you know that you have things like this that are like the sun blades. Well, this is actually a variant of a different weapon made to be similar, called a moonblade.
Nice.
But they're a bit fickle. So
Okay.
it's kind of why I'm shocked that it's just letting you use it. But yeah, once you attune to it, which is not the right word to use because that's a word that people use for those magic things, but you might start being able to essentially hear the voice of it. And
Ooh, that sounds nice.
that should be able to
I didn't
progress
realize it was
you.
alive.
Oh yes, all of these are alive.
Oh, I should start to take way better care of it then.
It's like still a bit dirty because you're like, well, I don't need to like polish it up and stuff. And I'm like, oh,
Stop slicing cheese with it.
I have used it to just cut through a lot of things that were just kind of random.
the cheese it
Working my
doesn't
way.
mind because it automatically cooks it and it likes the smell.
I say sorry to my hilt,
It does not respond.
and I give a little pat, and then I resume the conversation.
So let's say about an hour passes of them pretty much just on their knees, really delicately trying to fill in a bit of like broken enchantment circle, which it essentially looks like a floorboard broke, and they were like, "Oh, I can't be bothered to redo it." Once they finish, you notice that they look like exhausted.
So the only thing wrong with the teleportation circle is that one of the planks of wood of knackered.
Yeah, essentially the way to, like, if you sort of ask, they'd explain that the way to fix these on like the quick basically involves shoving a lot of your magic into it.
Oh, I'm tapped for magic today, by the way. I'm very sorry, otherwise it would have helped.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I have a bit. I could try.
Oh well, if you've got a 7th or an 8th level slot, that would be perfect.
No, not quite that high.
Immediately crestfallen, just like, oh.
Who made this teleportation circle? Because like Concord was definitely not that high a level.
Oh no. It was, well, basically the master of this region before his sad passing.
Right.
Via lights up for a second, thinking that there's someone with a 7th level slot, and then immediately goes back to be morose again after she hears they're dead, and it's like, oh.
Well, I
Real
mean,
question is,
they might not be dead.
Janitor, such a
It's
strong janitor.
no, that's why he's exhausted, because he had to use a lot of lower level slots.
Right. Okay.
Whereas, like,
But yeah.
a 7th level slot instantly fixes it.
Right.
It's like upcasting the mending spell.
In fairness,
I mean, that's what Via was going to try and do, but then it's just like, oh, you need a 7th level slot. Shit.
him using a lot of lower level slots still means he's probably higher level than us.
Sure.
Yeah, he's probably...
As a
Well, no, he's definitely higher level than you. Because you're level 1.
Yeah.
But still.
Exactly.
He could be level 0.
Unlikely,
He's
considering he has spell slots.
He's level 0, but he has every feat.
He has every single one. Fair enough. But yeah, so does it work now?
Yes, but I will have to say, only you will be allowed to go up.
Okay.
This is like
Go where?
to the tower above.
Okay.
Oh.
It is
Why?
consecrated area, and essentially very few people are allowed in.
I'll be back real fast, and I'll give you guys. I'll tell you guys whatever happens up there. Okay?
Let me know if there's an observatory in there.
I will. I mean, and someone like involved in the creation of this had high level spell slots. That might be able to get you home. So if I find anything relating to that, I'll also tell you about it.
Bob's on our heels.
Hey, it's a long shot, but maybe.
Oh, I'm so happy with the thing in my head.
And then I'll go for it.
When you the two of you go into the teleport, it's almost like you've just went to another realm. It's like the inside is like sparkling white. It has like almost a glow amongst everything, and you see essentially like kind of like the if you think of like the points on a triangle, including the center, like crystals, like 3 of them and then 1 in the center, that seem to be flowing energy between them. You also see a woman. When you see not when you see the woman, when the man sees the woman, he just drops to the floor in a bowing position. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll get out of here. I didn't realize that you were in here. And she said, no. I just wanted to water the plants.
Okay, neat. Hi. Who you be?
Oh, hello there. You've probably not heard of me. Most people refer to me as Saloon.
Oh, you're someone never heard of you. Well, actually, hang on. I could roll religion. I'm
Yeah.
actually annoyingly good at religion because I'm intelligent. Fucking intelligence. Yay! Who's Saloon? No clue.
Yeah, you've probably heard the name, and that's it. It's like, no, I've heard that name. Ah, so you know who I am? No. Okay, fair enough.
Hey, you seem like a nice person.
Oh,
This
yes.
is a nice tower.
Oh, thank you. I do love to keep the flowers here nice. And when you look around it, like, there's like flower pots everywhere. Every single flower pot has a different kind of flower in it.
Oh, they're all so pretty and wonderful.
Oh yes, they're from all corners of the realms.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
You're an amazing person.
you still see the person that's just like they've prostrated themselves and haven't moved, and they're just shocked at how casually you're talking to them. But the fact that she's talked back, they're not saying anything.
I'm just like, oh, he must have some knee problems. I'll go over and help him up because I think he's hurt. Like, you okay, buddy?
He tries to resist you, but then like catches her eye, and she just does the stand up, like, not position,
Mode.
that new motion, yes, and he's just like straight upright.
Like, oh, this person's very nice. Cool. So yeah, I'll just approach Saloon and be like, so, Dad told me to come here.
Ah, yes. You will be wanting to do the awakening ritual.
Yes, whatever that is. Because apparently my moon blade is, I just learned it was called that, and also it's alive, and it's very sad that I haven't been talking to it. It must be so lonely.
And she like leans down and looks at it, and you see her like nodding and just like, yeah. Well,
Oh, you can talk to it?
it says that you haven't mistreated it.
Aw, thank you, Mooney.
It does understand you didn't realize it was sentient.
I'm so sorry.
Also, yes, I can communicate with them. You probably won't be able to quite this eloquently right away, but you can at least get started.
So you've done like this awakening thing already then, right? Okay. That makes sense.
You could say that, yes. Anywho, would you like my aid in this? To like proffers to the other guy. Just like, oh no! You needn't bother use your energy. Like, no, don't worry.
Well, I mean, like, you know, I'm always happy to have my friends help me out. Thank you if you're willing to offer.
She has like a sort of coy smile and looks down at you and is like, yes, you're right, it is so long since I've gained a new friend.
Yeah. Oh, and I can help you out if you ever need anything. I'm very good at like so I know some stuff about magic. I have a lot of dads. I have some new friends.
Level 1 divine encounters.
I'm pretty good at poo sticks.
I don't think I've ever won that.
Ah, me neither. But maybe we'll have a game, then we'll be even against each other.
Maybe.
Yay! Best friends.
So the other guy starts explaining, alright, so it's probably gonna take, like, a couple of hours for the ritual, and Saloon's just like, oh no, we can get this done in a couple of minutes.
Neat.
You very obviously notice a shocked look on his face. Make me an
Feel that's
insight.
cheating.
Insight. 17.
Casually asking goddesses for help.
Well, you insight that he's like, the ritual will take much time, and she's like, no, we can use my energy and it'll be over in no time. And he's like, what's going on? Who is this kid that Saloon is just like, just willing to help out?
Okay, this is the logic that's going on this child's head right now. Oh, I mean, I guess he is just a janitor, so maybe like the person who like knows more stuff about like magic and things knows like a slightly more efficient way to get it done, I suppose.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
You think that he's just the janitor. This is obviously like the caretaker of this building, so they know how everything works.
Yeah, the janitor is very nice.
Higher level.
I like the janitor. Janitor's cool. But yeah, I guess this person like knows more about the ritual. So I guess that makes sense.
So she basically, without touching it, lifts up the central crystal and asks you to sit underneath it.
I will sit underneath it.
And then you are downstairs with all your friends.
That was very, very quick.
You've been gone for a little bit.
Okay. I'll pick up the hilt of the blade and I will just say hello.
You feel a warm feeling.
Yeah, hug. I give the hilt of the blade a hug.
The warm feeling continues.
Aww.
When you look at the guy, you are just like, he's just got like a look of shock on his face.
So that was so fast.
So
You
how
okay,
was
bud?
it?
Oh well,
you-
we went up. I met the gardener. And
you cannot remember her name.
yeah. Don't worry, Andrew. I already wasn't going to mention her name. I was literally just gonna be like, oh, I went up. I met the gardener. She was nice. She told me sit under an orb, and now I'm here. And this is the janitor. So it's manned by the janitor and the gardener. So unfortunately, I don't think there's anyone like powerful enough to like help you out, because it's just the gardener. She's a good gardener though.
He will explain. You have successfully. He's like, there's just like a stutter of shock in him.
I made two friends, the gardener, and also this sword.
And
Thing.
so yeah, you have successfully, with flying colours, it seems, completed the first stage. Now it's up to you to remember what you saw.
Oh, I saw something and I've forgotten it.
Oh well,
Weird.
everyone who takes the ritual goes on a different journey.
Interesting. So I gotta remember that. I don't only have such a good memory. Oh well.
Yeah, my journey was, I think, 3 years traversing the Beastlands.
Oh, that sounds hard.
So yes, it may take you some time to recall everything that happened.
Okay. Man, you're so cool that you've managed to do that. You're such a cool janitor. I bet you're like the strong person here.
Define here.
Like in this sort of like building in the tower and stuff. You're so cool.
Normally I
Thank-
am, yes.
Thank you, janitor friend. So now do I just like go on the journeys and do fun things?
Yeah.
Nice. Come along, and then I gave my hilt a high five.
How do you give your hilt a high five?
I give my hilt a high five.
You just smack it.
Holds it up like the Link pose in the early Legend of Zelda games when you find the thing like da-na-na-na.
Yeah.
But it's
Like,
clap the hands together.
It's very happy.
Clip to belt. All right, let's go find our other friends. Like the guy who died, so I can give him all his stuff back.
Sure.
And also, let's go find Felix. After that.
I need to be AFK for a minute. Sorry.
That's fine. We can go and find Lawrence.
So off to find Manji.
You...
Looking around, Via says, "So where does he usually respawn? Back at his house?" Quotation marks.
I think based on what I know about Revenants, he just respawns like somewhere near where he died. He might have spawned back at his house. He might have spawned in someone else's house.
In someone's bed. What are you doing in bed with my wife? Fuck off, I just died.
and another reason.
I can't even get her to do that with me.
Next.
Le Petit Mort.
Next time he respawns, you just find him in a cellar naked somewhere. Like, oh, why are you down?
Lawrence, if you're still with us.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, you as your character would know that it is random where you reappear, but it's generally somewhere relevant to you.
Okay.
This is Andrew making an easy thing of like, so if you go to another town and visit an inn and then die, you would go back to there because it's a place that is a relevant part of your history.
So he has a respawn point.
Yes.
Got it.
He gets
Respawn
checkpoints as he goes on.
Yeah.
Gets checkpoints. Oh, but yeah. So yeah, I guess we should just head out and look for Manji.
It's like, you know when you get deja vu, it's just you returning to your last checkpoint.
True.
Existential dread intensifies.
Oh.
Via in there, is just like, good thing I've got these. Unfurls wings, flaps up, uses a bird's eye view literally to spot Manji
Yeah, let's.
wherever he is.
Bet will also fly up there with you and be looking around. But I guess we'll generally be heading south because
Yeah.
Manji's house is south, and also the last place the group was is south. So
Oh.
he'll
Yeah,
probably head there.
Oh, I just gave myself a heart attack and just now realised, wait, I didn't check my audio. It's all fine.
good.
And then we
Yeah, I was gonna
probably
say
like-
Via's gonna be like heading in this sort of direction.
And then we should probably like all organize and hit the road, right? To go after like Manji's fish / get you home because people in Waterdeep might be able to help you and stuff.
Aren't there a lot of fish in the water?
Yeah, but Manji wants to kill like a specific fish. Maybe
I take
they
it,
don't
I take it
live
this is
around here.
I take it this conversation's happening after we've regrouped.
No,
Or
this
before Via
this is
or
this
before
is
Via
on the
buggered
way.
off.
oh yeah, this would be like the travelling, and you're just like yelling at you who's up flying above.
But it's
Actually,
just-
yeah. If in that case, if Lumen mentions Manji wanting to kill a fish, you would just see Via like nosedive straight down to like get back down to like where you guys are, and just be like, "Okay, full disclosure, I've been told stories about the creatures that he's going after. Going after them would not be a good idea if the stories are true.
Is
So-
he? Could he
Like
help?
she's like pressing her talons of her fingertips together in a sort of like, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like confessional sort of thing of, I don't think that would be a good idea, and I'm not entirely done with the idea of fighting that thing.
Well, could he help you get home?
Shy, non-committal, unsure shrug.
So if we just go
Are there a lot of
befriend,
powerful fish around here?
this Waterdeep fish, maybe it's just the fish in Waterdeep. Maybe it's like a species of hyper-intelligent fish that live there.
But then the problem is if Manju goes swinging at it with a sword,
Well, maybe we
how's it
can
going to
just
look against us?
Yeah, but maybe we can just convince the fish that we're like nice, and then like convince Manji that he's not a threat, and then everything will be fine, and he can help us out, and then he can like help Manji fulfill his goals.
Maybe it was just a big
Should
misunderstanding.
twist uncomfortably, which is like, okay.
Christian, your character's eye wanders, and you wander off slightly towards the water.
Okay.
You see
So-
like a fish that's flopping on the side of the water.
The way that was described, because he's a robot, just one of his eyes is just focused on a fish, and the other is straight forward.
Yes, that's how I thought of it as well. I was
That is
like, so just one of
exactly
his
how
eyes
I
just buggers off.
Just one. So he's
As
looking.
like my eye just leaves, or do you mean like a chameleon, or did you mean my eye pops out and just like ooh?
No, like a chameleon. Like
Okay, fair enough.
one of your eyes is just looking all one way while the other is looking straight forward.
That makes sense. Then you at least know that your friends haven't walked off.
I head to the fish.
It is flopping on essentially what little there is of like dry bank.
Oh, I'll follow over if I notice my friend
No, you
heading
won't.
off because. Oh, I won't. Okay.
No, this
I
is
call o-
a
I
joke
do
just
call
for
over.
him.
What? Okay.
Oh no. What?
I would follow over. Because I'm like, oh, we got to help this fish out, putting it back in the bank.
Like a little fish. Oh, we need to help it, all of us.
Well, I mean, it's not that much of a cry for panic. I just like pick it up and put it like into the water. Like, you go, Mr. Fish.
Do you know somebody in Waterdeep?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It fish. I assume it didn't speak.
You're talking about a fish who sounds intelligent, so
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
The
Does the fish give an intelligent response?
fish, funnily enough, is looking back at you.
Do you know a fish named Silgar?
It immediately bursts into flames at the mere mention of the name.
Is that yes or a
Oh.
no?
That's more impressive. The fire's underwater as well. Oh. Yes. Oh. So, does the fish do anything?
It's looking back at you.
Uh,
so it's
Do
not
you-
swimming away.
No.
do you know a fish named Silgar? And are you a member of the hyper-intelligent fish species I've just learned exists?
It continues
Yeah.
staring at you.
If you
I mean,
know
I
the
was
fish, can
gonna
you
bug
swim
her
left to right?
off.
If not,
I-
swim up and down.
I was going to bug her off since you said this is just a him joke, but if it's cool for me to come back down,
Yeah.
speak
I
with
mean, you
animals.
might
I've-
be interested why we are just sitting at the side of the river.
Like,
If you speak with animals, it's not saying anything. It's just looking at you.
Maybe
no, like
it's
if I cast speak with
no.
animals, if I cast speak with animals and say, my two friends are trying to talk to you, can you understand them? And then
I
it
know
just doesn't respond.
I know
Oh no!
exactly
If you
what's
ask
going
that
on.
exact thing, it would just say yes.
So you're just not responding.
No response to that.
Oh, you can't?
No, I
to then-
understand what's going on here. It's an anxious fish. It has social anxiety. Only one of us should speak
I was,
to
I
it.
was going to say you hear Via speaking in a sort of like aquan, like yeah, like just bubble noises.
Hang
And
on,
you're like,
Via.
what the fuck?
Me and you should go stand over there, and the robot can talk to the fish. Cause that makes sense. He's just
I'm gonna
he's
go
just
continue-
nervous.
I'm gonna
That's
go
the
continue looking for Manji. Also, yes, holds up talons. These might be unnerving. Flaps, flies away, goes looking for Manji.
In which case, I'll go, goodbye, Mr. Fish, I'm very sorry for panicking you, and then I'll, like, go around the corner and wait for my friend.
Just head poking around the corner.
No, I won't, like, I'll respect the privacy. I just am waiting for my friend.
Good, I'm
And I
glad
need
you...
to be-
Privacy. Have the bats directly behind you.
No,
listening to
the bat
everything.
is, like, the bat will be, like, up in the sky looking for, it'll go back to what it needs to be doing. I'll even be looking through the bat's eyes, so there's even less chance that I'll hear or see what's happening. You know, I will respect the privacy of this conversation, because I wouldn't want to freak this fish out. And I'll leave it to the robot.
Alright, so everyone's walked off and left the robot with the fish.
The robot doesn't know what to say. So, especially since he doesn't understand fish.
Wait, you don't... That's
No.
not a language you have?
Really? So, are you willing to answer questions now? Bob up and down if yes, bob left and right if no.
You hear maybe a voice? You're not entirely sure in your head, which you managed to understand as make request.
I know exactly what this is. And it's
I
funny.
have no idea.
Oh, no,
Um,
that's even better. It's better that you're in this situation and don't know what it is, and I'm not. I know exactly what I would do.
Joseph, send me a message. I want to see if you have correctly figured it out.
I mean, I assume it's is it this?
Anywho, that's what you managed to interpret.
Is it that? Is it
I
that,
don't even
Andrew?
know what I'm supposed to ask.
Yes.
I knew it! I goddamn knew it! Oh, that's so funny. If I'd stayed in that, it would have been so easy to abuse.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm glad that this is occurred. Oh, what a good boy I am. I'm such a good boy.
So, do you know a fish named Silgar?
No response.
You could ask
Oh,
the
well.
fish if
Can you tell me
It-
where
it-
Silgar is? I don't know.
You get a ping in your head.
What of a direction?
Yes. Essentially, like, you know how in some like games how you see like the beep boop in the distance of like the thing you want all the way over there.
Is it like a one-time ping, or is it like now? Do I have an arrow basically in my head going like
You now have a quest
consistently
marker.
that way?
Silgar is 3.5 miles that way.
Yeah, it gives you the exact distance. And then the fish happily jumps into the water and leaves.
So can I tell? Can I tell him what it was?
Yeah, sure.
It was a wish fish. It can grant
Fuck
you
is
a wish.
fish?
It's a fish that have you never heard the magic haddock story?
No.
Basically, if you catch the fish and then release it, it'll grant you a wish.
Oh, okay.
So it's the joke
heard
that
story.
it's
Okay.
the joke that Team 4-Star made when Goku was fishing, and then I did it in the Friday game of "Halt, Star Wars stranger! If you let me go, I will grant you a wish. I wish for you to be my dinner."
True.
It's that.
It is that. But
That is a reference to what you just said, the wish fish.
I mean,
yeah,
that is a joke
er,
that gets made a lot. I want a fish sandwich made out of you, but I can
Yeah, so
I can make anything you want. No, I want to eat you.
I want you to be my dinner.
so yes, you had a wish and you used it to find Silgar's precise location.
Make me a real boy.
Make me a real boy. I mean,
Make
with
me a
that,
real
that could
kobold.
have. What's so good about that is, Via's line could have come to an end right there.
Yeah, that's why you were like, it's just
Uh,
a Newt thing.
As soon as I figured out what was going on, I was like, we have to be taken out of the scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted the quotation marks most innocent person to do it.
So
Because-
basically what Newt has taken away from this is fish know things.
Yeah.
Fish know. The fish, they know.
And also, I did that as a joke to reinforce, because the conversation you were having was, so are all fish magic? And then you've come and found a potentially magic or knowledgeable fish. You're like, I guess they must be.
Are
You
all
have
fish
one
on
wish. I wish to make out with the fish. Oh God!
Hmm. But yes, assume you will reconvene with us and we'll keep traveling south.
I don't think you're gonna travel south unless you want to go swimming.
Well, I mean, we will be heading sort of this way to get to the bridge.
Yeah, heading to the one single bridge
What-
where they could do with the
what-
second one. Pretty much where you are exactly.
We're not just gonna take a
Flap.
straight line. I mean, yeah, you can, but us non-winged individuals are just gonna have to take this kind of a path, and then cut across the field, and then down here, and then along here, and then finally all the way down to actually get to where the party last was.
Like, literally where you are is the perfect place to put a bridge. There's already a path that leads there.
I mean, I guess we could swim across, but
I more mean
Yeah.
like the city should make a bridge there.
Or there.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Actually, technically, I guess if we look up and down the river, are there any river ferries? Because that was a common thing in old London when they only had one bridge. There were tons of people who would ferry people across the river nearly constantly.
Cost of
For,
river ferry 5 copper.
I mean, yeah, it was genuinely half a penny to cross the river by boat because it
Yeah,
had,
you,
it had
you
to be
didn't get the
complete-
side joke. I don't think you got the side joke there of 5 copper. We have 3.
Yeah.
No, you
yeah.
have 3 each.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but
True.
it's 5
copper
per
each.
person.
That's also true. When you
But yeah.
look up, you do see what looks like a dock of sorts here.
But yeah, but we're equidistant from the bridge now. So I guess we'll just take the bridge.
I'm gonna have to draw something there now. I mean, yeah, I could have made something where you are, because as I said, it would be a great point. But it would have had to have magically appeared out of nowhere.
So I guess we'll head over to the bridge because we are equidistant from the docks of the bridge. So to the
And
bridge.
Bridge free.
Yep. And we don't have all that much money. But yeah, because we need to gather the party up and then head for Waterdeep, seemingly.
Do we think we have enough for travel? Unless we're going on foot.
I mean, I think we don't, specifically because of the thing Andrew said at the very start with the whole, when the DM gives
Oh,
you
no,
50
no,
gold,
It
we
was
spend
just
some of it.
I've not done that. I just find that specific thing that I read really funny because of the next thing being travel.
Fair enough, but yeah, I think if we all pool our money together, we can afford to travel. If not, we can just set out on foot and then eventually get there.
Should we not try to rest up first, since most of us are tapped for magic and health?
Yeah, I think we should probably rest and then head out.
Find
Yeah.
somewhere to rest. The place we were using for rest is destroyed.
There's other taverns in this city. I mean, this
I
is
mean, there
a
must be.
this is a tavern technically.
Everything's a tavern if you
Oh,
try hard enough.
Anything's a tavern if you're brave enough.
Okay, now
Manji'll sleep in his house.
makes sense. We'll quickly switch back to Manji. What would he do? So you've got like a bit of time.
I mean, he said he was sleeping in his house, so how I imagine that was he wakes up, notices everyone's building his house, and then he just goes back to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
sure.
that's actually a rational. I think that's actually a rational response.
Makes sense. He is on 1 hit point.
Ah, my house is
Am I?
being built. I sleep.
Yeah, well, you did die.
It's just like he wakes up and goes, I'm too tired for this.
I mean,
Mm.
technically, yes, I probably will count you dying as a
'Cause
long rest if I do the 24 hours respawn.
Oh no, it was. I thought somebody had like cut. Okay, no, it's fine.
Genuinely, I can't remember if someone healed you. They might have. Doesn't
I
really
mean, he
make
got
much-
healed just before he got hit with a tidal wave of poo and died.
Yeah, he
True.
got healed just before he got killed. So
Yeah, but like he got murdered after that is the issue.
He died how he lived in
He
deep
definitely
shit.
he definitely had 0 hit points when he drowned in feces.
That makes sense. Yeah.
No, I had 6.
No,
Okay,
you
Okay, like
the drowning
did-
in feces definitely tapped all of your hit points and then you died.
why would you want to still have 6 hit points at that point in time? That would have been horrible.
It's
Like-
not like it. It's not like it actually matters. There's nothing I can do. I'll just go back to sleep.
Okay, you go to sleep. Okay, then that's fine. So what are the larger party doing?
Having
I mean-
poo-related trauma nightmares.
Going to find Mereditha and Felix, and then going to find Manji, and then resting, and then leaving. I feel like that
I mean,
is
if Via flies over where the smashed up tavern is, I suppose she'll see Murderthar, because I'm guessing they didn't leave. And
they did say
Felix.
that they would leave. He
No.
said he was buggering off to read the book. So
Uh,
I'm not sure where they went.
And Graham is not with us because he had to
Yeah,
do
Zamla's
something.
just went back to the tavern to read his books.
the tavern's not there.
I mean, he can still go back to where
I mean,
it
yeah,
was.
you can
Just sit on,
you
can
can
just sit on the
sit-
rubble.
you can sit on the rubble
I-
and just do
Yeah,
reading.
I go under a tree nearby the rubble of the tavern. So what fairy tales are there?
What's even stranger about that is you said you appeared here, so you were with us, but have somehow gotten all the way back to the tavern.
It's
Which
serious how that character works.
They just they're so teleporty. It's very funny. I like it.
I'll just say that you do find the two of them, and Felix is like, he's very engrossed in reading. I can pick him up if you want.
What stories are in the books?
Fuck off! Don't make me make up stories off the top of my head.
The story of the
The-
very selfish wildebeest.
The very selfish wildebeest, Jack and Ethel, and
The wisdom of the
Asmodeus
wish
with the
fish.
3 golden hairs.
no, I want the last one to be important.
Don't feed the fairies after midnight.
Yes.
The unicorn paradox.
Was it all a dream?
Ooh, was it?
Which that one tells the story of a kid waking up from their real life into another story, and not being sure which was real.
The Silverlocks and the 3 owl bears?
These certainly seem familiar.
And no, that's 3. You only bought 3 books. You get to make more later. Okay, so I guess you have picked up Murdertha and are heading to the gates.
Where are we going?
I mean, again, we were wanting.
Yeah,
we
but
were thinking of a rest first.
Yeah, you were gonna go and find Manji though.
True. I didn't realize for a second that's what you meant by.
Yeah.
I mean, Via will do a pass over his house and then probably see him just asleep amongst a load of scaffolding. Report that back to everybody.
Yeah. You will see
Found him.
scaffolding, and a bunch of people around the building having lunch.
Oh, Bet would also, just because Bet's next to you generally, would also probably see that.
But can we see? Well, if I fly down and land.
Yeah, if
do
you
we
land,
see-
you can
I
see
think
him.
we'll see him.
He's
Yeah.
just sleeping on the floor.
Lawrence, you need to unmute.
Knowing that Lumen can see through Bet's eyes via just like gestures, like a
He's also completely
Reveal.
naked as well.
That is actually true. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Cat-
Other
cast-
people
in which
should have
cast-
responded to that, but they didn't.
in which case, Luke,
cast
maybe
Druid
this
craft.
is just that kind
Okay.
of city where it's totally legal to just reuse.
I
Cast
mean,
the
he
Druid
is on
craft
his
a
own
bunch of,
property.
like, cast the Druidcraft a bunch of like reeds and vines and stuff like just grow around him to just cover him up.
I
Yeah,
the idea he
Lumen-
wakes up and he's just like, I can't move. What's going on? He used too
Lumen
many
would-
vines.
Lumen would double time to get there to give him his clothes. But yeah,
Via's just like trying to claw her eyes out.
The people that are helping see what the clothes that you're going to give him while he's still sleeping. They're like, would you like us to clean them for you? They're a bit
oh no, they're clean.
How did you clean them?
Prestidigitation.
That doesn't completely clean.
It's like functionally clean, but I wouldn't imagine that prestidigitation gives them the whole, smell of
If
like
you
soap and
prestidigitate
stuff.
enough,
Yeah, you can also make it smell like whatever you want. I could also make it taste like cheese.
Num num num. Stop hitting your pants.
I really wanted to make his clothes taste like cheese and smell like grass.
Okay, fine. They do not say that. The clothes are still somewhat internally soiled, but they smell and taste and look perfectly fine.
These clothes are fine. These are fine clothes.
Waves hands
They are
over
all
eyes.
clean.
These clothes are fine. Do you just like lay the clothes
that's what his
over his...
prestidigitation is. It's
The
basically
old
not
Jedi
actually
mind
cleaning
trick.
them. It's just convincing people that they're clean.
These aren't the clothes you're looking for.
It's like the...
Look,
However,
move
they are
along.
the clothes I'm looking for.
if they want to clean the clothes, I will hand them the clothes
No,
to be clean.
if you have prestidigitated them as you describe, they would not notice that they're dirty.
In which case, they're not dirty.
Exactly.
So, I give you your stuff back.
When you
I'm
wake up...
still asleep on the floor.
Yeah, when you wake up, you will be covered in vines and flowers, and all your stuff will be neatly on the floor next to you.
Okay.
I will say this though, as you were heading towards his house, you did see on the outside of the gate there was what looked like someone, like essentially like packing up a cart.
We're outside his house. Sorry. I'll put myself outside of his house.
The house that I have drew so amazingly.
I thought I
Any
drew it.
interesting thing on the card?
It's one of the ones that has like the top over the top of it, like the
Yeah,
the
but
arching top.
what are they
Like
loading
a
onto it?
like an old timey horse-drawn caravan
Yes,
type thing.
that kind of one.
Yeah.
Are they
Do
loading
you-
anything interesting onto it?
It's a good thing you mentioned.
yeah,
It's a good thing you mentioned the arch because I was thinking,
Yeah.
bring out your dead, clunk.
Yeah,
No,
just
Bring out your dead,
a
clunk.
load of the dead bodies of your friends.
question.
A lot of
Could-
mungies. Yeah.
Can we hire this cart later to go to Waterdeep?
You can ask them.
Yeah, that's what I shout that over to them. That is what I shout.
You shout over, "Can we hire this cart?" Like a little goblin who's like loading up a bunch of boxes. It looks like they're quite heavy. They're like shocked to drop one of them. Like, "Oh God, I didn't know anyone was out here. Hello, how can I help you?"
We need a ride to Waterdeep.
Oh, yeah, I could help with that.
Nice.
How many are yous?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6.
That's perfect.
6, not including the bat.
7.
That's perfect.
Because there's the cat, the Murderther, Manji.
Oh yeah, it's 7 then with the
Yeah,
cat.
it's 7. It's 7. 8 if you include the bat.
Can't the bat fly? Oh wait, I'm asleep.
But I don't think
Oh, wait.
the bat can just fly, so that's fine. So I will say 7.
The little goblin's like, yeah. I can take you all the way there.
Although technically it's actually 9 because of the lightsaber.
But they don't take up much room. Although they will want their own seat.
Also, other
Well-
people don't know that.
I know, but I respect this lightsaber enough to call it a person.
I respect this lightsaber's pronouns.
So yeah, you know,
I
there's
have the lightsaber's pronouns.
He currently doesn't
just
know.
warm feeling. Warm
Yeah.
feeling is all that I know.
Cutlery.
Warm.
It emanates the power of friendship.
Does. That's all I
Lumin's just like, with you, I will kill gods.
know. Lumen's great ambition
I'm
in life
joking.
isn't to kill anything.
I'm joking, I know. He's the good boy. He's like this campaign's version of Cold.
But yeah, he's just like yeah. So there's 7 of us in total.
Sure. Well, I'll be heading off soon. You see him like looking you up and down. It's like, hey, if you want, because you're looking a bit raggedy. If you wanted to rest in the back,
Yeah, sure. That makes
we could
that
head
works
off
for me.
as soon as you want.
Oh, neat. We'll just like gather everybody up, and we can all have a nap in the back.
Go get
In
on your good
fact-
friend.
Do you mind if I load up my friend right now?
No. Go ahead. I'll help you.
Got it. I load Manji up under the
You're
cart
like-
while
you're
he's
like-
asleep, and then all of his stuff next to
You
him.
get a really
I'm
like
just gonna insight the goblin, actually.
he gets out a really wide like one of those trolley things for lifting up boxes and just slides it under him.
I help him lift Manji onto the cart.
Sure. Give me an insight. He
19.
he seems like he wants to help out. Maybe
Via's like-
he's in a hurry.
Via's
Or...
thinking to herself, what's his hurry and what's his angle in all this?
asked him if he knows the
in
blue
that
goblins
case,
in the-
we'll
in the
call him out
thingy.
and saying, what's the hurry?
Yeah, does he know the Poglins?
He will answer both of those. You'll say that he wants to set off before it starts getting dark, and he asks what the heck are poo goblins.
Oh, they're goblins that live
Poo
in the
goblins?
sewers, and they really love poo.
He looks sort of like a
Goblin.
mixture of confused and disgusted.
Yeah, I know that was our reaction too.
Yeah, that's the exact face I made.
No,
How long
But I
does
made a
this-
I made a much worse face though when they started throwing the poo at my friend. And then when he realizes that's what they do, he makes a worse face and like, oh, that's almost it.
Just put that. Oh my god, it's fucking massive. Let's pretend he's not holding poo.
But yeah, I guess we'll gather everyone up from the tavern.
Well, I assumed like you brought
Yeah,
the people along to Manji's house, so
like
everyone will be like hanging out with
like
the
murder.
church people.
like Merether and Felix. I'm also gonna make sure that Felix doesn't get indoctrinated by these incredibly radical beliefs.
Oh god.
What radical
Cult.
beliefs?
Like, you shouldn't you shouldn't judge people by what race they are, and murder them because they are that race.
I mean, I'm not really like good at murder, anyways.
Yeah, I know. Just like you should. These are opinions that you probably shouldn't hold.
Uh-huh.
Because
So
generally,
not we don't kill all gnomes?
no, we don't kill all gnomes. Gnomes are we don't just exclusively murder gnomes because they are gnomes and their ancestors did bad things in the past.
Okay.
Otherwise, everyone's got stuff to answer for all of their ancestors' past, transgressions. Everyone's a real bad time.
Which is like the whole party besides Lumen just taking notes, like, oh, okay, don't kill people based on their ancestry. Interesting.
This is a new
Via's not going to
concept.
take notes at that. She agrees with that.
This is a new concept. I've never heard of this before.
Fascinating. So yeah, you managed to relatively easily seems like Manji's somewhat of a heavy sleeper. Oh, sleeps like the dead.
But
I guess-
fish, nice.
I guess at which point we can all load up into the cart.
Yeah,
All right.
he like rolls out some not like nothing fancy, but like some basic essentially like camping equipment, like not a tarp as such, but like lays
A
it
limousine.
yeah, like a limousine. Like lays it over the boxes that are in the back, so you can like sit/lie on there, and it's not comfortable, but it's not uncomfortable.
Oh, I thank him profusely. Let me know if you need anything cleaned or to smell a certain way or to taste a certain way. Or my friends if you want things repaired or lit on fire or bright.
That is actually a good point. That is actually a good point. If there's any part of the caravan thing that are knackered or anything, Via's going to give them a little nudge with mending.
Sure, it does look a little bit on the shabby side.
Just runs her
think
fingers
while
along one of the wooden planks, and like it just starts all stitching together as she goes. As she just
Yeah,
spams it.
During the ride, it just occasionally like, oh, there's a scratch, mend. Oh, there's a crack, mend.
So
I mean, Via's going for a dirt nap once we get moving.
so is that everyone?
Yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7. Plus extra. Points at the bat.
Yeah. Well, also plus extra. Like, patting the hilt on his...
Patsy's telescoped to him.
And the ghosts.
Oh yeah, plus extra, and then the two looks to the two invisible ghosts.
He just gives you like a thumbs
Goblin,
Yeah.
Goblin slightly weirded out.
up. Alright then. You, I guess, head off. Manji, you wake up. You're inside of the back of a tent or something. You're not sure, but you're like everything's like bouncy and weird. You're still naked though, of course,
Of course.
and just like everyone's either sitting or sleeping around you.
I'll ask where we are.
From underneath, like, what she's trying to use as a sleeping bag. On water deep.
Yeah, we're gonna help you make friends with this fish.
No, I'm not supposed to make friends with the fish. I'm supposed to kill the fish.
Why?
Because they killed the parents of my employer.
Hey, but maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
I don't think there's a misunderstanding about using like a billion what's it called, the one
Magic
the,
missiles?
the spell that does the pushing damage that never misses, that one.
Oh, magic missiles, that spell that I have.
Yeah, but they used some kind of book which casts like a billion of them or something all at once.
But what if their dad was like super evil?
They didn't seem evil.
Did you meet them?
I mean, going off their children and like how their children described them, they seemed fine. Maybe a bit misguided in their paint business, but
I mean, yeah, but like, you gotta admit, that's a very biased account you heard from.
look, when we get to the fish,
Maybe maybe it turns out that guy was like planning on threatening to blow the city up, and like the only way he could be stopped was like by defeating him.
I don't think he was that powerful.
I don't know. I've never met the guy. All I would like to know is both sides of the story.
I still don't think he was that powerful.
How do you know? You've never met him. You spoke to his kids like one time.
Yeah, his kids weren't that powerful either.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, like loads of people's kids aren't as strong as them. I'm not as strong as any of my dads. Not even close.
Well, we can ask the fish if he had a good reason when we get to them.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, then we can like try and hold him to the highest court of authority in the land, and like
No,
only if by some miracle he transpires to be some like unstoppably evil world-ending threat do we like actually try and like, you know, take him down. There's no other option.
Andrew,
Jawohl!
is my quest pointer pointing in the rough direction that we're traveling?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
Like he does
Nice.
seem to be going along like a road.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall.
So
Oh,
you,
I was just trying to make sure that the fish is not like in the exact
also, just so
opposite
that you know, I'm
direction
gonna
of where we're trying to go.
you do occasionally notice the pointer vanish, and then because he's went somewhere.
He's plane shifted. Or
And
on
then
the bright side, that's actually very promising for Via.
I know, but she's still terrified of him because she's heard a load of stories that you guys haven't. Just off of like the fey creatures that he's had dealings with. But again, her stories are like Chinese whispers that it's just what other people's accounts are.
True. In reality, he's way worse.
Yeah.
so the goblin like not shouts back because there could be people asleep, but like over the clip clopping of like asks why you were in the town.
Oh, Dad, Juan told me to come here.
Okay.
I ended up here by accident.
I'm not sure if I'm actually here.
I just went to the next largest settlement.
Uh-huh.
I'm here to kill someone.
Oh, so you're quite the warrior then.
Not yet.
He wants to kill a fish. Like a really tough fish, though, from what I'm hearing.
Some fish count as people, just like cat people do.
Yeah, I know. But like, he is a fish, right?
Yeah.
So it is accurate to describe him as such. So yeah, you want to kill a fish. But he's like a strong fish, apparently. Like a very powerful fish.
Yeah.
Worth
Again,
at least...
on that point, if he is an unstoppable world-ending threat, like you said, I honestly think that we could even hope to stand a chance against such a thing.
Yeah,
I
but what are
don't-
the odds he will turn out to be an like pretty low, right?
I don't
No, he
know.
was able to totally eviscerate someone supposedly on an equal level to him. Without response. Almost.
Okay. That doesn't sound very good. But I presume you're talking about, like, that guy's dad. Or, like, the people who hired you's dad, right?
Their dad didn't get a response to what the fish
Yeah,
was
but,
doing.
like, but of course they're gonna say that. Maybe he did, and they're just, like, telling you what, you know, they want to be the truth. It could be accurate. That might have happened. But again, until we get his side, it's impossible for us to know.
I mean, it's not.
You're right. We could use magic to go look back in time at the event itself. That's a great plan. Then, with 100% certainty, we'll know what happened.
So, let's go find a wizard and find out what happened.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna go see the fish to see if they
No,
can help.
not that wizard. He'll be by a different wizard.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna go see him anyway, just to see if he can help our friend here get home. Gesturing to our owlin friend.
I'm gonna roll something to see if you guys hear her like whisper something to herself.
You want us to all roll perception?
Yeah, because she kind of doesn't want people to hear this, but she's like, you know, worried and murmuring to herself.
6!
Versus a 16.
Wow!
So you can hear she's murmuring something and. Ouch.
Wow! 3!
So you murmur something and nobody... I guess if we hear the murmuring, I'll be like, hey, what you saying?
Looks up at you, looking like a bit crestfallen. She's just like, she like hugs herself a bit, and she's like, I just really wish that anyone in my family or anyone who I knew back in Strixhaven was here. They'd be able to
Oh.
keep us right about this Silgar fellow.
I'm very sorry you're feeling homesick.
Wait, you know about the fish?
I've heard stories from my father. Yes,
What stories were they?
the fish has had dealings with the Fae. The exact details of such dealings are kept between the client and the creature doing the deal.
And you
So I
see,
don't know that, but the fact that he's able to make contracts and pacts with Fae creatures, and doesn't suffer any negative repercussions does not bode well for normal mortal creatures like us.
And you see that there's not many people that would deal with the Fae and get away with it unscathed.
How do we know he got
Especially
away unscathed?
because I was told.
Ah, I mean,
Because
fair
we
enough.
know because we know he's still around.
I mean, I guess,
know.
but, like, not all Fey deals end with you dying. Or you,
No,
like,
I didn't say dying.
Well,
I
No,
didn't
you
say
usually
dying, I said
end up just
unscathed.
it's...
we usually end up taking something of equal value.
Fey deals usually end up as, like, an epic prank bro lol type situation,
there
you
are
know?
things
Eh,
worse.
Depends on the
not
Fae.
always.
Well, yeah, it
quick-
depends on which kind of Fey. but,
Quick
you know,
interruption
like-
note, because this is happening while you're talking. The cart comes to a stop, and he just says, "Oh, don't mind me. Just need to go for pee. Back in a second."
Okay, buddy. I will look through the bat's eyes and keep a lookout.
I turned to V. What was the worst deal you ever did or accepted?
Oh, I haven't learned that much yet.
But
Before
yeah.
I ended up in the town, I was still studying at Strixhaven.
So, Fey deals, it's like one of two camps. Either you're gonna lose your the last breath you would have taken that would have kept you alive in like a really critical situation, or it's like, you know, your most treasured memory or something like that. Or
It depends on what you ask for.
yeah,
It's usually something of equal value,
or sometimes
such as somebody's true name, and then they lose they lose the identity of someone they care about. An
yeah,
identity for an identity, for you see.
A lot of
Yeah.
the time, it's about tricking the person into giving you what you want rather than what they need.
this is true.
Indeed, which implies that the fact that he's still as powerful of a spellcaster as he is, to the point where the fear him. He's clearly smart enough to trick them.
Or perhaps these
To out-trick
Fae
a
were
trickster.
foolish. Not all Fae are equal.
Sure, maybe he made a deal with the not amazing Fae.
That's a comforting thought.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
it could
probably
have just
not all Fae are equally as good at making contracts.
yeah. So like, you know,
Yes,
if
that's
it's
fair.
like the strongest Fae ever, then yeah, this guy is really terrifying. But maybe it's just like, you know, like a really weak leprechaun or something.
I mean, you can imagine that some Fae might even try to make contracts with tadpoles. Who does that?
Yeah, crazy.
I start nervously whistling.
Or like someone who's literally just learned how to make contracts, made their first contract with like hyper intelligent fish over there. We won't know until we get there.
I'm gonna try not to be insulted. The fact that she's learning, and you're just like, you'll make a deal with a fish.
I mean, you know, it's like maybe someone who's brand new got manipulated into that, and hey, it's a good lesson to learn, not to get like manipulated. Like, don't make a fake contract with someone who's like, you know, potentially really dangerous. Always do like, you know, it's like me. I'm casting baby's first spells. You gotta cast baby's first fake contract.
My father was going to teach me that. They had sent me to Strixhaven to learn the divination and druidic side of things. Which I'm holds her hand up, and like little bits of like illusory purple flames start to like float up as she casts their thaumaturgy, and it's just like, which I'm getting the hang of. Clasp her fist, they go away.
Yeah,
Nice.
as you class your fist, you noticed that the flame was going up and it was about to hit the roof. Like, oh no, stop
Yeah,
that.
but it's not real. It's not real fire. It's like fairy fire, but like a mini one. Other people who don't know are like shit, and then just woof.
What the fuck? She's setting the
See,
cart on fire.
tricked ya.
What about you? Whole like little hilt. How do you feel about all of this?
You just feel like a neutrality.
It's a It's a metal stick. It doesn't have feelings.
Just,
No, it does.
Just like there aren't ghosts following
Excuse me.
you.
Yeah, look, unlike you, Mr. Construct, that thing doesn't have a consciousness in it. There aren't ghosts
How do you
following
know?
that kid around. And also, the fish is evil.
Okay, Mooney, how do you feel about him?
Not a fan, I assume.
If shaking a head was an emotion, that.
I
So
agree,
exasperation.
Mooney, but not.
Yes, but
We
more
got-
what I said.
I agree, Mooney, but we gotta help about because you gotta pity these people more than you gotta help push them up so they can be the best version of themselves and they
At
can
lea-
acknowledge other people.
At least by the time he gets back, you won't be homeless.
True. I know he's fallen on hard times. We've got to cut him some slack
Give him a break.
with not being his best self.
Speaking of breaks, where's the driver?
Several minutes
how
have
long
passed.
has he been gone?
Yeah, several minutes.
Leans out and looks around with 120-foot dark vision.
Yep, you do that.
I will send the bet out to just start looking around and fly up, see if they can notice some rustling in bushes.
Don't say anything.
Okay, well, I'll do a closer sweep of the ground.
It is ground.
We've probably been abandoned.
The caravan's been pulled by horses, yeah?
Yeah.
Rich will
Question
cast
answered.
speak with animal, talk to horse.
The
We'll give horse leftover good berries in exchange for chat.
you cast that and speak to the horse and don't get a response. In that they don't even respond to you speaking at them.
I will quickly check. Is the horse an illusion? I'll just quickly touch it very slightly.
I mean, Vio was going to do that as well, yeah.
The horse
Like a
feels
short
like
of a snout.
illusion.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a rock and test a tree and see if this is the illusionary terrain we're in.
You throw a rock, it is a tree. The tree says,
Oh.
"What the fuck, dude?"
I'm so sorry, Mr. Tree, or Mrs. Tree, or whatever tree.
However it works for trees.
Is the
Can
fact
I
that the
cast
frickin'
detect
tree
magic?
spoke a joke, or did it actually do that? This
That
is
that,
D&D,
that
I'm
one
like,
that
that
one
could
was
happen.
actually a joke.
Good.
Can I please cast detect magic to check if there's anything around?
Okay, you cast detect magic. All of the boxes in the back of the cart are very bright. Detect magic tells you the school, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
lights
You
up
say
different colours for
If you
different
say
schools.
evocation right now.
No, with necrotic. And the horses are obviously illusion.
Now, question, Andrew. I should have asked this. Did that goblin? Is that little goblin wearing a little suit?
Yeah.
Wearing a little hat?
No, it was not Fell.
Good.
I instantly realized what you were asking.
I was like, wait a minute. Are we someone bad?
No, you had
Well,
just like a.
That's why Via was trying to insight him earlier. She was like, he seems very keen to get away with us.
In which case,
So the boxes are
Glowing with
unhealthy.
necromancy magic.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So you
Let's-
know how there's life magic, there's not
Yeah,
life
the
magic.
opposite of that. Not live. Unalive magic.
Magic that makes dead things move.
All
So
right.
is the box glowing or is something in the box? Like is the box magical or something in the box
the
magical?
box is glowing, but you can tell that it's like internal. Like the glow is coming
I can-
through.
Okay,
The
let's
spell
get
can
away-
penetrate up to 3 feet of wood. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you You can see it's coming from inside rather than the box itself. So yeah, let's get away from the cart.
Yeah.
One more. Oh wait, no. One more for the bat, obviously.
What kind of bonuses did you give them?
Plus 14 by the looks of
A
it.
very specific thing.
With these bonuses, with one rolled a 33, we surrender.
You have been hit.
None of these hit me.
Wow, you have amazing AC. So I'm guessing
Clearly.
they all hit.
Well, it depends on who you attack,
Mhm.
but yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess, does anyone have 20 AC?
No.
I'll be able to reach that next level. But
I
no.
can wait. As a reaction, my AC can become 20. I can cast shield and make my AC 20.
Then sure, that one was yours.
Okay, neat. Oh no, all of my friends are somethinged?
Let's just
I know.
roll the
Am I still
damages.
on 1 HP?
Yes. And then one more. That's how much
I mean,
damage.
if any of them land, I'm dead. So
I was going to say, depending on which one hits me, I could be outright dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a 13 for me.
sure.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm actually fully dead.
God, all of my friends have died.
I mean, I think anything other than the 8 would outright kill me.
I need to quickly modify
I
that.
think I was at 6 at the end
What
last
what
time. So.
actually did happen to all of my
All
friends?
of them were shot with arrows.
Oh God! Run immediately! Run immediately! Starlight, step into bush. Run fast. No die. Run fast.
Oh, another one. Does that fly past your head?
It does. I fucking run and teleport and run and teleport.
Oh, Joseph wants to run from the story. Oh,
It's scary. The story is scary, man. It's murdering all of my friends in front of me.
you will notice though that to hit bonus was different. Ooh, 19.
Oh,
You're gonna
well,
shield
I
again?
I guess, yeah, sure, and I'll keep on running. God damn you, knowing that that's my last one.
Oh.
I
Ye-
keep fucking running.
The most terrifying thing is that one came in front of you.
Oh God! I
But
guess I changed my.
You still haven't
direction.
seen anyone yet.
They just keep fucking. I will send it. Actually, as one of the last things I'll do, I will send a flare up by just casting like firebolt upwards to try and signal for help while keep running.
Okay.
You know, like, and scream and shout and be like, "Help!
Here,
Help! We need
here.
help!"
Something's going on. He just said he was going for a piss.
All my friends are dying. Yeah. And well,
Fish.
not much I could do about that. So yep, roll damage.
Oh, let's see. How much hit points you got?
Well, I have a lot, so many. Not that many. It doesn't kill me outright though. I have 7, so it needed one more to kill me outright.
Something happens as you like are falling to the ground. In the distance, you hear a loud bang. Give me an insight, because you might actually know what this is.
9.
That's a shit roll.
It is, Andrew.
Uh,
Unless I had advantage.
no.
Hmm.
Actually, yes, I'll give you advantage because it is something that your character might have known.
Okay.
Does it make a difference, though? Even though that would have just been the 3. I'll give you that. It sounded like a gunpowder explosion.
Oh.
You don't know of what kind, but it could
I mean,
could have been
it's
from...
not like I can act on this information.
Yeah.
I am unconscious on the ground with an arrow in my back.
It could have been a bomb exploding. It could have been a gunshot of some sort. Don't know.
No, this is exactly how Dad 2 died. No,
You get shot straight between the eyes.
it's fucking happening again.
I will be specific. You hear that. You don't feel that.
Okay.
That is a noise
Dad
in the
too.
distance.
Help, Dad 2.
They're both panicking, but unlike Yoda, cannot summon Force Lightning. Yeah, wait a minute.
Oh.
How could Yoda summon lightning to set the house on fire? That's very evil. That cheating bitch.
He's Yoda?
Fair. And as everyone falls into unconsciousness, that's where we'll end it
Lawrence
for
is
today.
muted. I mean, yeah, there
Roll
is
new
four.
characters next time.
So yeah, roll up new characters for next time.
No?
But yeah, as Lawrence points out, but he was muted, so you didn't hear him. There is Force Judgment, which is like the light side version of Force Lightning.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the good old mask dude. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
In a universe as large as Star Wars, you say mask dudes.
Plo Koon. That is it, Lawrence. Yeah, Plo Koon invents it.
Okay. I can
It
look
does
into that
more-
afterwards.
It does more damage if you're evil, than
Oh.
less if you are good.
But yes,
It's also weaker than the evil lightning.
you all fall to unconsciousness. Next episode, into the afterlife. That would be a twist that none of you would have expected.
True. It turns out the rest of this campaign is just climbing Mount Celestia.
Next time on Descent into
Oh god, it's Dante's
Avernus.
Inferno.
Next time in
Dude,
Descent
fucking
into
Dante's
Avernus,
Inferno now.
we all appear. We're fucking Lumieres in Avernus, just floating around. Like, oh god, I hope I don't die in the Blood War.
Oh, that's gonna be great next time.
Yeah, if I knew that we were going to end in Avernus, I wouldn't have made such an ineffectual character.
I mean, you're not, but that would be a hell of a twist to the story here.
Andrew,
I'd
do
be
we level
I'd be
up?
like, great.
Hey, that's the name of this episode, Joseph.
What, do we
True.
level up?
Yeah.
Do we?
I'm guessing the answer is no.
No.
I didn't
For
think
dying.
we would. For dying.
Dying of a very, very big experience, though, so...
Yeah, I will give you one final bit of information before I end this. You're incredibly close.
I can imagine.